How are you? How are you my people? Hey, it's quite some time mazee, imekuwa ni mrefu sana since I ever uploaded a video mazee, nimewamiss tu sana. Like for real, I don't know what to do, but it has been quite long. Okay, guys, I know I owe you a lot of apologies, but welcome back to this channel. Welcome back to Wastani Entertainment, my friend, my people, my G's. I really missed you mazee. Welcome to this live chat. Lot decide to go chat just to have a talk, to have a discussion, mazee. Imekuwa ni long time mazee since to address issues that will affect si kama youth mazee. Sijui kama huko mazee unaweza just comment on the comment section, say something, can have a thumbs up and things like that, so that we get in touch mazee, to create a community mazee. Remember, Wastani Studios is just a community for you guys, it's no long, it can never be a community when you people are not talking, when we're not interacting. Okay, so mazee, welcome back to the channel mazee. Hebu nikiingia pale Nangos niambie unanipata ukiwa sehemu gani mazee, how is the show inakupata ukiwa wapi mazee, and many like things like that. So leo I'm here with another banger discussion mazee, na hivi inatuhusu civics. Najua mazee inakwanga cheki after campus, anza kuziambia okay, kunaanza kuwa na pressure. Ukiishia home mkora anakuambia ni aje msichana wa mine, cheki ni aje, tuna expect mgeni lini. Umeshia home, wewe ni kabuda, mzee anakuambia home mazee, kijana yangu juu kuna venye na expect after degree kuna kitu nadai ukuje uko unakaa nayo. In short, mimi naongelea wife, naongelea story na after campus. Kuna kwanga na hiyo pressure ya marriage, unacheki kuna kwa na pressure ya marriage wewe ni mdem, ndio naambiwa hey, tunataka tu introduce kwa forma fulani, we need to do some modalities, maybe ni euro show, ni koito. Hiyo inakwanga pressure mazee. Umetoka pressure ya campus, missing marks, soups mazee, corporate kukula KDF na chai, then unafika home tani mazee, hata uja graduate unaanza pressure, unaoa lini nini. Na hii tumekuwa kipea comrades shida sana mazee. By the way, it's a topic that we need to discuss and at least to come up with something that can help us in the long last mazee. So today I want to have a discussion. Kumekuwa na arguments, when is the right age to get married, when should one get marriage, and apart from that pia marriage pressures inafanya mtu anaenda kuwa mtu mwenye amtaki, so that at the end of it issue marriage inakuwa na issues mob na vitu vingi kama hizo mazee. So that's why we are here today to have a discussion. Na check, we are here to just talk when should one marry, at least something like that. And in view of that, I have a story. I have a small story that I want to share with you guys. If you don't go, please don't go. It's a very interesting story that I want to share with you. It's a story that came up in my mind, and I've been working with it. And very soon, I hope you're going to create a movie. As was saying, we're going to film a movie, just working on the modalities of getting the actors and the actresses, the venues and whatever, and the license. Then this movie is gonna coming out very soon. So this is the story. Please listen, and after the story, you'll share your views on what you think happened. So a story is told of a young man. Huyu jamaa alikuwa anaitwa Jonte. So Jonte alikuwa anasomea KU. University. Huyu jamaa alikuwa alikuwa anachapa education science, mathematics na physics, msoa KU. Jonte ni msame kama kwa ile familia, mcheki ile anasemanga humble background mazee. Yani background inoma humble sana, ni ile wanyaona wako na lolote, wako na chochote. Lakini jamaa akajikaza mazee, ndio yake akajikaza. Raima akachapa marks 333 marks KCP. Akaenda shule fulani huko Western akachapa B KCSE. Ilikuwa ile wakati ya nini, wakati wa Matiang'i, those time B was somehow good grade. So msee ndio aka flow na vibe nini si akatupa KU, kuja akachapa education yake nini. So pia Jonte alikuwa somehow music oriented. Alikuwa anaweza cheza keyboard, anaweza cheza drums, anaweza cheza bass guitar, anaweza cheza guitars, and alikuwa msee wa music, anaweza akatumia laptop program atoke na beat. In fact, in short, alikuwa producer. That's what I'm trying to mean. Alikuwa music producer na alikuwa pia music teacher. So amsaka kaka first year, second year, third year, ani ile tu anafanya vitu kujibambo na cheki. Pia alikuwa msanii amefia God sana. Alikuwa mscu. Unaona wale wa CSU, So alikuwa mscu by the way. But I'm realizing that macho yangu ni red. I don't know what's happening. I think I'm having some problems. Sio timina, sio imetumia ngwai. So anyway, let's get back to the story. Alikuwa msee CEO, alikuwa msee anafia God, alikuwa msee mwenye amedevote life yake kwa kuserve God. So what happened, ikafika time ya ikafika ikafika ako KU. I don't want us to get lost. Amekuwa KU first year, second year, third year, amekuwa msee tu mwenye alikuwa ile msee CU, niko CU nacheza instrument CU, mimi ni msee nasoma math physics, hivyo tu hivyo. So kufika form 4, kufika fourth year kwa na break ya shule zikafungwa. I'm talking about the elementary school, primary and secondary school. So the guy landed a job kwa tuition center, kwenda kufunzanga tuition center. And then Nairobi is well paying. Of course it was well paying, around 1500 a session of 1 hour, and the guy was having 2 sessions a day, so automatically was making some 3000 per day. So msee akakuwa na mind, akajiambia maze, I need to build my life. When I go home, I'm just going to the village. There is no secondary school around me, and the school that's around me maybe is like 20 kilometers away, na nikienda pale maze nitakuwa nalipa pesa hakuna, kitu kama 6k per month. So akakuwa determined, akajiambia hii pesa napata hapo tuition center maze, acha ni save. So msee akaanza kusave, akawa na save. So at the end of it pia msee alikuwa anapenda ku explore, so akaanza ku explore these things to do with online marketing, the forex thing and whatever. So akasave around 90,000 Kenya shillings. So msee akaamua juu amekuwa akifanya mambo pia na mambo na forex, akitumia demo account, akijaribu kufanya some sales and whatever, akimonta vile biashara na flow nini, akachukua 10k from the 90,000, akachukua 10k akarisk forex. So akatrade nini, akatrade kiasi kwa najipa, lakini kafika mahali kakataa, ikakuwa ngumu, akaachana. So towards the end of the semester, the 4.2 semester ila fourth year, mmoja ile sasa watu wanatoka campus, watu wanarudi makwao, yaka hang Nairobi, akaenda akachika bedsitter mahali 7500, akalipa 2 month, hiyo ni 15k plus ka deposit hapo. Deposit ilikuwa 10k my friend, akalipa plus deposit on 25k. From the 80,000 ilikuwa 90,000, akatoa 10k, akacheza na forex, kakataa, akabaki na 80k, akalipa 25,000 to secure nyumba for 2 months. So pesa akabaki nayo, the rest ikaiko kwa account yake, akawa inajisustain, for example to buy some food stuffs, vitu kama hizo, vitu ndogo ndogo. But for that guy akaamua ni aje, since niko na chakula, since niko na rent, those are the only important thing in Nairobi, let me just go and look for a school, hata kawa nilipi niende tu ni volunteer, just let me just go and volunteer. Nende mwambie ni aje, acha kae ni kama niko TP, unacheki, kae ni kama nimekuja niko teaching practice, and like msinilipe mocheki, yani nije tu nisaidia, I just want to sharpen my skills. Kumbuka kuna kadogo account, unacheki, akona kadogo account. So akaenda shule fulani hapo side za city, satellite wasawa city, sitaki kuitaja hii shule fulani hapo side ya city. Akaenda akapata chance, akamwambia ni aje, unataka kujibamba bamba, ni aje, hatuwezi kataa mtu kufunza, unakuwa unatupunguzia watu, so long as hatukulipi ni sawa. So jamaa akaenda akachapa kazi, na akajiambia ni aje, hii ni opportunity. Akaambia God, hii ni opportunity yangu maze, I don't want to play around with this opportunity. Akajijaza, akajipiga kazi, maji msaa lipi, lakini anaamka 6 pata kwa shule, very late 7 ndo anatoka shule, msa mnyalipi. So akachapa hiyo kazi maze, kazi kakubali, kazi kwa ndo kazi, mpaka principal akafeel guilty. Principal akaanza, ai, lazima jamaa anafunza zina improve, watoto wana vibe na mwalimu, but simlipi. Principal akakuwa guilty in a way. Principal akamwambia next time, akamwambia I think I should have to pay you something. So principal akamwambia hivyo, so come next time, principal akaanza kumlipa some 15,000 per month, then plus hizo pesa za remedials nini. The guy was amounting to some 20,000 per month, pesa alikuwa ako nayo. Jamaa akajiambia, na unapata hizi pesa, zile savings zangu kwa imebaki hivyo, narudi forex. Hivyo ndio akajiambia, narudi forex. Na huyu msee John alikuwa na dream moja kwa roho yake, alikuwa anajiambia maze, since mimi niko mtu wa music oriented, the only thing I can give back to God through my church is to renovate the sound system of my church. So msee alikuwa na ile dreams, anajiambia akienda mahali ana drums, these drums, I really love this heart that I'll buy my church a drum. I really love this heart that I'll buy my church a good keyboard. I have this heart that I'll buy a good system for the church. And alikuwa church. Just having a mentality to work for God. So sasa ndio anapata ka 20k nini. Sasa akajiamba kama acha niingie forex. So akarudi forex na 20k this time round from the saving alikuwa na. So forex nini ikaanza kujipa, akaanza kupata 2k per day, 3k per day. So in other words, forex ikaingiana ikashika mita, akawa anapata kitu from that point. So jamaa kama akarudi anota akarudi akawa through remote, akafanya ile remote businessing. So akaingia kwa agribusiness, ako Nairobi lakini nyumbani anarendesha shamba akilima mahindi, akilima these other things like onions, doing all this of irrigations and whatever. So in one season of he rented 2 acres of land, akapanda onions. So after 3 months, of course onions takes 3 months to mature. So after 3 months, si akaenda harvest. The guy, and the deal was just good on his side. The guy scooped some 450 Kenyan shillings. Jaka jiambia naje, hii pesa nimepata mingi mara moja. Niko nimepromise God kitu moja. I'm going to innovate the sound system. Huyo mbio paka decibel. Decibel iko pale Luthuli Avenue. Ni music instrument noma, music instrument store noma sana hapa Kenya. Jamaa akaenda hapo Decibel akapeana quotation ni nini, wakamwambia ina come up to 515,000. Kama ni aje niko na 450. Si nipe, then we go into a deal. I'll deal with it. Ndamalizia baadaye. Decibel nani akamkubalia, akaingia akachapisha deal, akachukua hizo instruments of worth 500, nusu milioni, nusu mita my friend. That's hiyo sio mzaa, tunaongelea drums, tama drums, hiyo ni 80,000 tukiendelea na above. Kuna bass speaker hapo, kuna bass guitar 5 string, kuna keyboard ya SX 700, vitu hatari nini kapeleka church. So kaka kaona pana bwana, kwa church hapo bwana kuna pasia na kaanga church, na akaona pia haileti picha poa sana. Unajua pasika church ni assistant pastor by the way, anakuwa la church yao. Akaona issues are arising with this man staying around here with the church. You know, sometimes church just needs someone who is not church in the company, mtu mwenye yako, yani mtu mwenye yako kama caretaker, like maybe like that, mwenye people can come and inquire of anything at any time. But you know, when it comes to pastor staying in the church, you cannot just go and inquire anything from that. So akaona pasia yako hapo na Saint Pastor, pale hiyo pasia alikuwa ana ako na shamba, ako na anything. So the guy said because he felt it in his heart that I need to do something about it. So in his struggles of forex and whatever, akaenda kanunua pasi 2 points of land. Kwa alikuwa anakaa, a point was going at 150, so those 300,000. Akamjengea nyumba at least kaja fiti, 3 bedroom, in ile semi permanent, itakuwa poa. So pasi akamove out from the church. The church was being constructed at the moment. Ilikuwa ile church ya matope, but the construction was on, but it was not complete. In fact, it was only a roof, something like that. So the guy went ahead and from forex, I'm talking from forex, you know, he was getting 3,000, 2,000, 5,000 per day. I'm talking about per day. So you can imagine what he was getting per month. And you see, sometimes the money was not constant. Sometimes he could earn up to 10,000 per day and something like that. So this guy focused a lot in building the church. So he built the church, akaenda hii church akatengeneza ikamalizika. Kumbuka pasi amemovisha out, akatengeneza church ikamalizika. Like dream yake ilikuwa, I want my home church to be like the church I'm fellowshipping in Nairobi, like that. That was his point. So after building the church, and he was doing it simultaneously with building the mother's house. The mother was also building some good house. So akamalizia nyumba, anajenga church leo, akituma kwa church leo, the other day sending to the mother. So that's what was happening. The guy alikuwa anajituma sana mambo na church, anajituma kwa church, anajituma kwa mother. So that was it, and he did this for 1 year. Imagine for 1 year yeye mwenyewe hajafanya anything kujibenefit yeye mwenyewe, like pesa na earn, spending sleepless nights in his computer. Imagine you are spending, you know, for those of you who have tried forex, you know the forex works well in odd hours. That's when the prices normally goes up and down. By the way, I know I've tried forex for some time. If you want to do good, if you want to do well in forex, send them mchana and somehow late. So you can imagine working late in your computer, late night, then you wake up in the morning to go to school to teach. So that was his routine, daily routine. Usiku ni computer forex, mchana ni kwenda kufunza. But all of this for 1 good year, aja invest hata 1 shilling on his own life. Yanapata tu maybe kujilisha, that's and the rent. And the rent was a bed sitter. Can imagine someone amejengea mama yake nyumba worth almost 2 million, amejenga kanisa almost now 1 million or something, plus the renovation of the instruments, relocating the assistant pastor from the church. Those are almost a good of money, but still living in a bed sitter, paying 7,500 and with nothing good of his own. And it's a small boy. He was a small boy by then. So after 1 year, the guy was John. I'm talking about John. So the guy was about 24 years of age. He was about 24 years of age. So because business was speaking now, at least he was like, some, at least my mom has settled. No, my parents are settled now. Everything they have, everything they needed, at least they have. The church is now okay. I've renovated the instruments, at least build the church. So it was like, it's now my time. At least I give myself something better. So the guy moved from alikuwa anafunza CT, kisha alikuwa anakaa Kawangware. So he moved from Kawangware to Kikuyu, pale Garden City pale Kikuyu. So he moved there and he moved to a 2-bedroom house. He was paying a rent of 20,000. Yeah, life imepeak after all, eh? At least life imepeak. So I was paying 20,000. And remember, this guy was a committed Christian. That one, I don't want you to forget to lose that point. He was a very, very committed Christian. So I moved from Kawangware, ameenda to hapo Garden City hapo Kikuyu. So I was paying a rent of 20,000 by then. So unajua biashara imepeak, something like that. Anafanya forex, pia anafunza, not like that. So the guy pia alikuwa he developed interest in writing books and even in online tutoring, lecturing about physics and whatever. So he had some connections. I told you that when he was in 4th year, he was teaching in a tuition center. So from the tuition center, he got some connection with some parents, with some non-teachers around Nairobi, something like that. So he developed interest in doing more in physics of secondary school. So he was writing some articles for revision, setting some more strategic questions for physics, sometimes organizing for online learning, online tutoring on how to answer a question in physics, and many things of that sort. So that's what he was doing. And also, mind you, he was also a music oriented person. So what he did after relocating to Kikuyu, he opened, remember his hometown is in Kisumu, so he opened a music studio at Kisumu. Yeah, he was not the one running the studio, but he opened a music studio at Kisumu. So it was a studio combined with a cyber cafe, combined with PS game, the gaming things, PS Xbox and whatever, and an M-Pesa. He opened at Kisumu, and a friend of his was the one who was running that business at Kisumu. So after some time, he also opened another business. Apart from now the entertainment business of music recording and whatever, he opened another business, a business of salons. The beauty cosmetics, beauty and kinyozi, another business at Kisumu. So he was in Nairobi here, he was doing forex and teaching. But in Kisumu, there was a business of his running, a business of music recording and whatever. He was recording, he was having a music studio for that matter, a very good one, and it was a non-music studio, by the way. So that was what he was doing. So while in Nairobi, the key thing that was also in his heart was because now he has money. So he says that I want to use my money to glorify God. Like aim yake ilikuwa ni kwamba mazee God amenibless, amenitoa place yenye sikuwa, yani watu walikuwa wameniona kabisa niko chini, like sikuwa na hopes. Nilikuwa ndio kijana kwa na maana niko na vision, lakini nashangaa hii vision like yani ndaipanda ndaifikia aje. So kasema because God has did it for me, let me give it back to the society. So my music studio, imagine it was a good, well doing music studio, but recording at only 2,000 Kenyan shillings. We were doing, and if you know anything to do with the music, for in a good music studio, the least amount you can record maybe is 13,000. That's the very least you can record with. But this guy, imagine, alikuja na 2,000, and again he was going to children's homes, going to search for talents. And anasema wewe una talent wewe, let me go and record you, let me recommend you to go and record your music. He was looking for talents. Akipata any talent iko mali anafanya ni anaisupport. Be talent of football, alikuwa akaorganize tournaments mob sana, kuleta vijana pamoja kwa support and many things like that. It was allow me pick this call. Thank you for that. Sorry for that. So ikanimani akajidevote sana, like life yake kwa ni ku help tu wasee. Wacheki sana, anapata msee uko helpless, akamwambia niaje, nasa nikikupea 20k unaweza ikakufikisha wapi? Kufungulia biashara. Akaenda homeland yao, kijiji yao. Wacha kwa sasa mnaomoka kusema mimi bora mama yangu ako sawa, mimi sijali, something like that. Something like guys, allow me pick this call. It's a business call maybe. Hello? Yes. Poa sana. Nitakuja tu kesho, sitafaulu kwenda leo. Haya, sawa, nashukuru. Hapana. Haya, asante. Haya. Sorry for that. So nilikuwa nasema na msanii alikuwa amejiambia hapana, hii society imecontribute kitu kwa well-being yangu, unacheki. Society imecontribute something to my well-being. So I must also give back to the society. So akaenda akaempower, si anatafuta vikundi vya vijana, anambia aje form group of 10 people, mniambie what project mnaweza mkafanya, ni wafund nyinyi mfanye project. Akafungua miradi kwa kijiji yake, like akaempower vijana, akaempower wamama, akaempower wazee. Na this guy is not earning a lot of money, by the way. So that is a millionaire, so that is an MP. Yani alikuwa bora mimi nimelipa rent, nimenunua chakula, I'm okay. Anything else I don't need enough money and people are suffering outside there. Akaenda akachukua watu, people are in form 4s in this village and they are unable to pay school fees, akaweka kwa program ya kuwalipia school. So the guy then alikuwa squeezed in a way, like he was just living a normal life in spite of earning some good money, because alikuwa amechannel hiyo money, hiyo pesa yake amechannel into various things, especially helping people. So ile ilikuwa life yake. So one day sasa akawa ametoka kwa Keza, ameenda kununua mboga. Unaona kwa kibandaski ile unakuwa labda mboga unakuwa umemwaminia sana. So the guy went kwa kibandaski kununua mboga. It was around 6 p.m. in the evening. And it started to drizzle. Ile ametoka kwa Keja na short na t-shirt, all of a sudden ikaanza kunyesha, unacheki. So mvua ikaanza kunyesha. So msesi ndio ametoka Keja, ameenda kununua mboga. Mvua ikaanza kunyesha. Shanunua mboga ndio mbio na rudi mbio teke kija ingie kwa Keja ajikinge mvua ni nini. So kufika kwa gate, almost gate ya plot, ndio sasa enda branch ingie gate ya estate hivi. Kapatana na mtoi mdogo. Mtoi around 5 years. Msichana mdogo amechafuka. Ni kama alikuwa chokosh mazee. Mtu anamlilia, nashangaa wewe, mbona watu wamempita, mimi nichukue nifanyie nini? Mtoto msichana 5 years anakaa chokosh, yani anakaa tu kama pepo, yani wale ukimwona unaweza toka macho nyekundu, nywele inakaa shaki, anakaa ni kumwangalia sura ni kama unaona tu bumps za uchafu, yani mtoto ni kama ni shota alikuwa chokosh huyo msichana. Msichana anamlilia na mvue na kam. Sasa akajiambia, ai gosh, sasa mtoto nikimwacha jua shwari, mvua ikimchapia hapa itakuwaje? Lakini angalia watu wengi wamepita mto, mbona mimi nimchukue ama ni trap? Mbona nijifanye mzuri? Lakini akataka akampita. Yeye mtu yake akamwambia, "Haki please tu." Sasa mtoto alikuwa anamuongelesha na lugha anakaa kama Kikuyu ya asikii. Sasa unajua Kikuyu imeshikana na Sheng. Ndio ile Sheng. Unajua watoto wa Kanairo watu wanawaambia, lakini anaongea Sheng, anajua kwa akili yake. So mtoto akamlia akamwambia, ni aje bro? So, please mtu wa 5 years ndo anajifunza kuongea, imagine. Sasa mtu anamwambia, mtu alirealize this guy has shown some interest. Bunga alikuwa anampita tu amwangalie. So yeye anamwacha za pita sababu ina kama. Sasa kama ni aje? Sasa nichukue mtoto. Ndio alimwacha nichukue mtoto. Kuna sukuma ya kinde hapa, ameshika sukuma ya kinde, ni aje? Kama nichukue mtoto. So akaenda kwa nyumba. Sasa kama acha nimchukue ndani muoshe, at least nijue nda figure out things from there. So akaenda kumuosha. Ajaja mosha kufika sasa bivala mchukua hivi mvua ikamvika kama. Yaani ile ina drain once. Ile heavy rains na fall once hivi. Trap kuna kimbia amemshikia hapa hiyo mto yeye wanaenda. Mto ni mchafu. Yaani I don't want to it was looking at the girl was pathetic. Yaani hata ungetaka kumwangalia. Amemshikia hapa hivi anaenda. So kufika kwa hao akarealize ndizi mtu ana breathe na intensity. Hapana. Yaani alikuwa anakaa kama she's dying the next minute. So akatupa skumaka kiende hapo hivi, akatoka na mtoto na mbio. The same way. Kwa hospital. Kufika usi. Akapata kulikuwa kimseki kilikuwa kiko hapo hiyo. Sasa alikuwa ni dokia ama alikuwa nini? Alikuwa mse fulani hapo ampiga suti nini. So mse akaanza kumwambia. Alikuwa anamwangalia madharau. Maana anaona sasa wewe. Kumbuka alikuwa amevaa shorts na katisho na Crocs. Akambeba mtoto hiyo, anamwambia unajifanya akaanza tu kwa personal na yeye, akaanza tu kwa emotional na yeye, akaanza kumwambia sasa wewe kijana mdogo unajifanya kuwa mzuri, sasa huyu mtu unafanya nini chokora, unajifanya wewe mwenyewe ni mwokozi. Akaanza kumwambia, na by the way you know will pay, si atufanye hapa hii charity kwa akaanza kumsaidia nini if umemleta hapa jua ni unamlipia unamfanyia kila kitu. So msaka akamwambia mimi sikujui and also you don't know me, but I'm just here with a patient. Hebu admit mtoto, she's dying. Anyway, she's dying. So kuna demo hapa alikuwa attachment. Demo anajiita Lavin. Alikuwa attachment. Kademu tu kakatacho hapo. Alikuwa anafanya mambo na nursing, lakini alikuwa atacho kwa hiyo si. So alikuwa kakodi. Kumbuka ilikuwa almost now 7 because he alienda Kibandaski 6 and events happen. So it was almost 7 to 8 siku hapo. So kademu alikuwa kwa night shift. Kakatokea. Akaambia, "Hey, wewe Jeremy, ujamaa yangu ndo Jeremy. Jeremy, mbona nianze unaangusha msema basi? Wewe mtu admit mtoto kwanza, everything will follow from there." So like hivyo mtaka Demba akasaidia, hiyo Lavina akasaidia, huyo mtu yake akakuwa admitted. So from there msee akahanga hapo. Imagine hiyo siku yote uko na hiyo shati ulikuwa umeibeba, iko na hiyo chafu, ilikuwa inanuka vipi. But Jumtoya ameadmitiwa pale kwa ward, amelazwa kwa ward hapo hivi, ameanza kuongezwa maji nini. Inabidi akakaa tu kando hapo, baridi inampiga, ni maji njeve usiku mzima inampiga. Jamaa akavumilia tu. Akasema ni sawa tu. Let me see what happen. So mtoto akahudumiwa usiku hiyo, akaongezewa maji, akaongezewa glucose. The girl was almost dying. In fact hata akamwambia ungechelewa kama like an hour hivi, huyu angepotea. Huyu tulikuwa tumempoteza automatically. So akahudumiwa, msana akakaa back to at least normal. So akakuwa ina pollution sasa, anaweza akaenda aoshwe na achenjiwe, but si alikuwa amepona. Alienda aoshwe na achenjiwe. So that said, ilikuwa the next morning Musa akakimbia kwa keja. Kaenda kwa keja akamwambia, walikwambia wewe enda go relax, then utakuja kitu kama 10 am. Kama tumemwosha tumemchange na ukuja na nguo zake. Kuja na nguo zake. Kuja kwa tutakuwa tumemwosha, utamvalisha new clothes after ametoka kwa hizo nguo za hospitali, unavalisha mtu akiwa pale. OC. So ikakuwa ni hivyo. Msasa akaenda kwa keja. Ilikuwa around ilikuwa ni late, around 5 in the morning. Around 5 in the morning anaenda kwa keja. Akaenda. But msasa alikuwa na kimoja kwa akili yake. Huyo dem. Sio mtoto. Hiyo dem, Lavin, the nurse that was in attachment. And the guy had never loved a girl. This Jonte hakuwa fall in love. Lakini the time aliona hiyo Lavin, and everything, kamwambia this is the girl, this is going to be your wife. That's what came into his mind. So lakini akajiambia namna gani? But you know what? I need to be smart. If this guy realizes that I have money, maybe anaweza ingia box juu ya pesa. Okay? So I need to be in my lowest possible level. So in as much as by the fact that wali meet the first time akiwa amevaa short na nyasa na t-shirt na Chanel ilikuwa ishachafuliwa na mtu ilikuwa inanuka vibaya. So akaamua imempea some advantage because of the game that he wanted to play with the girl. So akaamua kenda kapita kwa soko. At 5 pikia kwa soko. Kana kuna zile shati bagi na zile longi zinakanga. Zile longi zinazonga chwani ama nini. Ndio mimi na longi nakaa mpofu na kiatu na kavi. Yani zile za 19 something. Vitu za kitambo. Bakanda kazinunua. The guy had an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Akaenda ile simu yake kitambo, sio kwa kaopo fulani ya kitambo before no iPhone 13 Pro Max. Akaenda hiyo simu yake kitambo. Haya, kalala. Kafika saa 4, akarudi amevaa hizo manguo. So fika amevaa akapatana na yule msichana. Kumbe this Jeremy, the guy that was very proud, kumbe alikuwa na dating msichana ndo Lavin. So kuja akawapata pale kwa reception, kushikana unacheki. There was some sort of love. So the time when huyu jamaa aliingia, John aliingia kwa OC. The girl was seems alikuwa anakaa kama comfortable. Unacheki yani anakaa kama anajishuku something like that. But now the guy Jeremy alikuwa something mimi ndo I'm the one driving this car. So don't joke around, don't look at her at any angle, she's mine. So the guy akaenda akajikaisha pale chini akazeni andaje, this I've come. Kambe where are the clothes? Kamera nimesahau, my mind was confused. Everything has happened, my mind is very very much confused. So it happened to hivyo, akaongea na because Lavin seems to be understanding. Akaita Lavin kanda, akamwambia Lavin, please, I need a favor. Join msichana, you can get a good clothes for this girl. So I'll give you money, you go and buy. Lavin akamwambia, how much are you giving me? Akamwambia 150. Akamwambia I have only 150 to give you. I don't have any other money. I just only 150 to give you. So akamwambia kama okay, it's okay. Just give me that 150. Nitaenda nimlie ngwenye nitapata ya 150. So ikakuwa namna hiyo tu. But maybe to cut the long story short, this guy in his condition alikuwa amejiweka ndani ya kuvaa, anavaa vibaya, anavaa kuonyesha na pesa, but akaanza kuvibe na Lavin. Lavin was very beautiful. Very, do you know the definition of beautiful? That's what I'm talking about. So wakaanza kuvibe, unaona ile jana mpaka yani wanaenda waka exchange numbers, akamwambia hey, can I have a number so that if anything happens to my dad, to this girl that has come here, you let me know. So wakaanza wanaenda usiku chat, unarudi hapo. Jamaa anajifanya naive kabisa, anajifanya is pretending that he's not exposed, you know, he's pretending to be just to be a normal person in the society, just a normal person. Lakini unafanya kazi gani? Anafanya kazi ya mjengo, you know, mtu wa mjengo, something like that. But one interesting thing, Lavin with her beautifulness, she was also a Christian. Na Lavin akapenda sana personality ya Jonte. Akamwambia, you know, I imagine a boy like you, a young boy like you, with this act, umebeba mtoto na nyani ako pathetic, na umekuwa caring all this time, like, you know, you've been caring all this long. The girl say, hapana, I think I love your personality. So you can imagine. So what Lavin saw in Jonte was not the physical appearance, it was the inner appearance. Like, Lavin seems that at this Jonte is carrying something inside of him, in as much as he's outside this is disgusting. Like, you know, I'm telling you, Lavin was a rich girl and he was this exposed girl, you know, the modern day girls, the girls who the TikTok, we call them the TikTok generation. But yes, Jonte was also digital, but he was pretending to be naive. So what happened? Jonte knew that if Lavin maybe knew that I'm rich, maybe we can vibe because of my richness. But I want him to love me from the ground state. So that's what he did. Akajiweka chini tu, akajiambia hapana, niende nikiwa chini. But funny thing, wakaanza kuvibe. Paka Jeremy akaanza kuwa jealous. Akaanza kuona usea, hi. And Jeremy, by the way, you know, Jeremy was driving his father's car. The father Jeremy is very rich. He was driving his father's car, very good car. Mark X, Toyota Mark X, a good car, you know. Yes. So, and this guy, Jonte was just coming to hospital like that. So that's what was happening, you know. So time went by and the two started bonding, you know, because of the child. Wakaanza kubond, wakaanza wanaenda na communicate. They are making some they're chatting, basically they are talking, they're making some advancement, but not in terms of love, in terms of friendship. So ikafika almost siku ya mwisho, something happened to the child, and the child kidney zake zote mbili zikasemekana zimefail. Okay, the two kidneys wakasema zimefail. The kidney, I don't know, and something like the liver, sikumbuki poa, but the kidney and something else. So pia blood imepunguka, she needs a blood transfusion and something like that. So, and those people required volunteers to come and donate blood, but there are no volunteers. So the only person available to donate blood was Jonte, the one who came with that daughter, that girl. Baba Jonte na msana wajuani, alimpata kwa street. Nataka nipata hapo, wajuani alimpata kwa street. So alikuwa willing, amemba okay, if your blood is going to match, then I'm going to do it. Fortunate enough, the blood group ilikuwa zina match, so ikamdonatia blood and everything. Wakamesha pia zilikuwa zina, they were just matching. Akamwambia now, because this child need kidney, because it just need kidney, and two of them, because with all of them they were not working, in fact, and something else, I don't know, it was the heart or something. It was just something like a heart transplant, something like that. So akamwambia it was a heart transplant, I think, not heart, it's something like liver, something. Wakamwambia because you cannot donate your kidney to use, what we want you to do, we get one of your kidney, then we have a kidney that's matching to that of this girl. So you give us your own, then we give you that, we give that other one to this girl. Kidney transplant, maze. Ama akasema okay, it's okay, I'm going to do that. And nakwambia, and again, apart from that, we also need this. I don't know, I'm saying I don't remember that thing. I think it was the lungs or something. Nakwambia, again, we need this thing from you. And know that if you're going to donate that thing, and you've donated one of your kidney, your chances of surviving, hey, mazi, ni less than 10%. So meaning chances are very high that you'll die in the process. So are you still willing? Sasa akamwambia ni aje, na nikipeana kitu mimi nikufe, will this girl survive? Akamwambia yeah, sure, if you do that the girl will survive. Sasa akamwambia okay, how soon do you want it? Akamwambia in less than 2 days. So akamwambia ni aje, give me 1 day. Give me 1 day, go and think about it, then I'll come and bring you the answer. So msa akaenda kwa keja mazi, akona stress. Ni imagine mtoto umesafa umeng'ang'ana for almost for 7 good days. Anakaa ni kama ameanza kupona, then something like that comes in. So he was like, this now I think the world is becoming so cruel on me. So Lavin anamtia, anambia Lavin was encouraging, anambia we just hope that that things will work out well on your side, so that you're not going to lose your life. So paka ika reach point ikafika point ya jamaa akasema okay, it's okay. Akaambia Mungu that if I die today, I know I've repented of my sins, I'm coming to stay with you. But if this girl dies today, I don't know of her fate. So please God, this is what he said, please God, if I die today, I know I've repented of my sins. I have did what I could have done, what I wish to do in my life. I've helped people. I've built the church. My mom is happy where she is. And my parents are happy. My siblings are well off. So if I die today, I think I have accomplished something in life. But this girl, I don't know where his soul will go. So, if it means me dying, let me go die so that she survives. So, jamaa akaenda akasainisha ile form. Kusema if I die nitaendelea kuwa maybe these are my people, you call them or something like that, and some many things like that. So akaenda akasign your form. Sasa kwa kwamba the next day ataenda afanyiwe operation. So akaenda akasajanza form. So mse kurudi kwa Kenya, hata Yesu alifika mahali akalia paka ana sweat down. So mse akaenda umefikiria unaenda kufa kesho? So msa akaenda kwenye usiku wa kulala, akaenda akapiga maombi, akaambia God, I know you are the God of ages. Like, I just trust in you. I've been trusting you all these things. I've never failed to tithe. I've never failed to do this thing, God. My Father, please remember me. So the guy honestly prayed. He made out to call a fervent prayer. Akaomba usiku. And the funny thing, akaamka asubuhi akisikia ni kama ako sawa, akisikia ni kama ako relieved, ni kama hakuna stress, ni kama everything is okay. But anyway, akaenda kusi. So if you see, mama akamuuliza, are you ready? Are you still ready, or have you changed your mind? Akaambia, I'm ready. Akaambia, anything that happens to me, in case anything happens to me, please make sure that this girl is introduced to my mother as my daughter. Okay? Akaambia, in case anything happens to me, it is my daughter and I. That's the word, that is the last word that he thought is coming out of his mouth. Akaambia, in case something happens to me, my daughter and I. My daughter and I. Let's go and have this operation. Lavin akambakisha nyuma akaambia, Jordan, you know, I've been very interested in you and the decision you're making. You know, this little girl, you don't know her. She's just a stranger. And let's just allow the people to do what they can do. And if she dies, it's not your fault. You've tried your best. Why are you doing this? Why are you hurting your family? Why are you hurting your friend? Why are you hurting your future? A lot of people depend on hapana. The time I set my eyes on her, carried her in my arms to bring her here, she is no longer a stranger to me. It is my daughter and I. This life is my daughter and I. There is no need I live today with a lot of guilt that there was a daughter I was carrying and she died, and there was something I could do about it. So that's what they said. My friend, I don't know if how many of us could have that heart that hurt. Kama ni hivyo, Lavina akasema okay, it's okay. So they went. Anaenda kuingia kwa theater. Kufungua mlango wa theater hivi, kasikia surprise. Kufungua mlango kasikia surprise. Akapata the girl was there playing with a cartoon. The girl was playing and akamwambia she's. Doctor akamwambia yes, we are also surprised because the last time we were here, we left her there sleeping there, almost dying. And to see her playing, we are also shocked. We don't know what's happening. To be honest with you, we don't know what's happening. So tests were conducted very fast, and they realized that the kidney are just working 100% okay. Everything with her was okay. And the guy was like, eh? But he remembered one thing, that I prayed. I really prayed. Akaambia Mungu, God, you know what? I know you are God, and always you are God. Thank you for this healing. I know doctors might not be in a position to explain what has happened, but I know you know what has happened, and I know what has happened. It is your hand. It was a moment of joy. It was a moment of joy. So the guy went and hugged mtoto, and it was a moment of that reconnection, yani ile mna vibe, and the guy akatoa tears of joy zikamtiririka. So the guy asa remember the Jeremy guy, the hiyo jamaa wa wivu wako pale, madaktari wako pale, Lavina also is there. And one thing, all this time, despite jamaa kuvaa manguo hakuna, kujiweka chini, kumbe pia Lavina naye something that's ringing in her mind. This is the guy that I want to marry. Sometimes what God is connecting. Remember I was talking anyway, let me finish the story. So Lavina pia akaanza kuona this is the guy. So when aliamuka pale kwa kitanda, the first person he looked was Lavina. And when he looked at Lavina was also looking at him. Lavina ran towards him and hugged him for the first time. And in front of everyone in the hospital, Lavina said, I know this daughter has no mother. Allow me be the mother. You know what I mean. That's what Lavina said. I know this daughter has no mother. Allow me be the mother. And the guy said yes. Yes, you can be the mother. Not only the mother. I also don't have I don't also have a doctor to my heart. And since you are a doctor here, also be a doctor to my heart. And Lavina said yes. That's what I want to be. It was a moment of love, a moment of that, a moment of celebration. But Jeremy just walked out and it was like, this guy. Anyway, it's love, and something like that. So, so the girl naye alikuwa kwa process ya kukua discharge. But every doctors alikuwa willing. The bill was around 100,000. So doctors were like, we want to help you pay this bill. It's not necessary. Thank you for having that heart, but it's not necessary because the bill is already settled. I'm only coming tomorrow, the day of discharge, with the receipts. Hey? And amelipa. So people that's a normal person. So he went that day after the celebration and whatever. He went. Next day he came back now as the real John with his jamaa amepiga suti hapo, mimi nakwambia iPhone 13 Pro Max na Range Rover. That's how he came the last day to pick his daughter. So alikuwa pale kwa reception anaongea na secretary pale, that's why he's paying some payments. He was talking to Lavina, by the way, as he was coming. Anaambia Lavina, I'm on my way coming and I'll be there in a few. But tayari ashafika. So Lavina ako pale amekaa, anaona kwa there's this rich guy in the there's this boy in the this boy in the counter. So Lavin was not even bothered with was he was not even being bothered because then he cannot be the one. Even amjua anafaanga. So in the mind of Lavin, what was in her mind was that since I'm not interested with what he's wearing, but nampenda anyway, so hata tu tuoane maybe I'll change his dressing style and whatever and tutapata pesa hata kama kwa mjengo like that. So Lavin was in her heart, she was convicted that this is the guy that I love. I don't need money, I don't need lifestyle, I need love, I need a good personality. She's a good husband. So Lavin amekaa pale anamngoja ngoja, akamwambia how are you Lavin? So Lavin was like, hey, this voice is familiar. Who are you? Toa specs hivi, toa mask. Jonte, Johnny, is it you or I'm dreaming? Kambia, yes baby, it's me. It's me. I'm not what you think I was. I'm not what you think I was. This is now me. Kambia, why were you doing that back then? Why were you doing that? I mean, the first time I saw you, the very first time I fell in love with you, and I wanted to be sure if you too you are in love with me. And because of this journey, because of this daughter that I don't even know her name. No, don't know her name. Let's call her Benada. Yes. So that's how they agreed on the name. So because of Benada, and the time I was here, I saw it as an opportunity to just be natural enough so that I get the genuine love from you. And that's what I've really seen. We've been really together. We have really worked together. You really proved to me that you love me. So this is me. Smith Mtu Mjengo. I'm a teacher and I'm a businessman at the same time. So please, babe, would you be my wife? So that's how that's how John Day or Johnny met Lavin, and that's how the two of them they got engaged, they stayed together happily, and thereafter they married each other. So what I was telling you, remember we started this conversation by a question by asking when should one marry, or this marriage pressure things. One thing that I've learned from this story is that sometimes there's some things that God has just destined that they would do, they would happen. So and what God has destined and what God has put in place is something that should not worry you. It's something that should not give you worries. Okay, it's the same as you want to cross a bridge and you are not yet there. Okay, just allow me to pick this call and see what's happening. Yes, Gift. Hello. Hey, Gift. Ni nani? Okay, yeah. Mimi niko shule. Sikuji leo. Nakuja kesho. Yeah. Eh. Yeah. Okay. Ni sawa. Sasa wewe ongea na yeye alafu then nitaenda nimuone jioni. Haya. Sorry for that. So I was saying that there's some, I was listening to this story and I was like, there's some things that just God just destined them. That you're just destined to marry. Okay, so these are the things that should not give you pressure. So what should give you pressure is how are you going to handle this marriage? How are you preparing yourself even to get married? Like you should get married. Of course you're going to have children, you're going to have kids. So how are you preparing yourself to raise these kids in terms of spiritual nourishment, emotional, financial, and everything? So the best thing what I can say from the story is that like what John did. John prepared himself very well. He prepared himself financially, spiritually, emotionally, and everything to raise a family. And when God thought that when God saw that he was ready to get to have a family or to get married, At its right time, God brought him a wife. And you see, it is not to say that Lavin was a cheap girl. No, Lavin was not a cheap girl. Even putting yourself in her shoes, you get that she was not a cheap girl. Not by the fact that she agreed by just John uttering one word meant that it was cheap. No, Lavin was a girl that God had connected straightly to John. In other words, you see, a girl like in her caliber, assuming that John was the person that he was pretending to be, but Lavin in her caliber just loved him the way he was. You know, Lavin, that was love away from money, love away from looks. And this is what people look today. It was love away from money and love away from looks. You know, it was a surprise to Lavin when she found out that John was rich. She was not expecting that, you know, but it was an advantage. Okay, maybe it was an advantage because you know but she was the thing was that she was prepared to go and live together with John, knowing that John had no money. Okay, so you see, sometimes some things that let them give us no pressure, and don't say, but because my friend has married, I'm going to marry. It might end up ruining everything that is happening on your side. So please, there is no right age to marry. Settle fast. Settle with your life. My youth must to settle fast. Go outside there, go work hard, go hustle, go make your life. Eh? Build your faith, build everything with you, build your whole self. Don't raise kids and you are not ready to be responsible. You're not a responsible father. You're still thinking like a kid and you're not ready raising kids. No. Okay. So personally mazee, mimi nimekuwa encouraged na hiyo story. I hope also it's going to encourage you. The story called My Daughter and I. Sijamazia story and many things that happened after that, but I just cut the story short so that because I've talked about the main part of the story and the main moral of the story is coming from that part that I've shared mazee. From where you're locked in, or from where you're watching us from, and put your comment on how you think the story was, so that we get to interact, get to share and share and share and share. Otherwise, I love you and I enjoyed being with you. Remember, Wastani Entertainment is a home and is a community of love, a community of sharing ideas, a community of helping each other. Simply, yes. What a gap. You can comment how's my tooth gap. Is it some people say it's sexy, it's bad? I don't know. How do you feel? So anyway, I love you all of you. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for following this conversation up to this end. So allow me end from here and wish you well, well, well. Remember, it has just begun. Bye.